Hello, everybody. Welcome to episode number 43 of the Reezy Talks podcast and YouTube live show. How is everybody doing today? I hope everybody is doing well. Let me go over to YouTube and make sure I'm available for the comments. Today is going to be a throwback to the old school when I used to do shows all by myself without anybody on the show. Partly because it's my fault. I didn't have a guest lined up, and I've been gone on vacation, and I didn't want to leave you guys waiting. This is the Monday slot. Obviously, I'm late today, so forgive me, but I will get back into the groove. I will get you guys an amazing guest for next week for episode 44. But for episode 43, I'm going to talk about how to get started on eBay and Amazon for cheap. And I will probably delve into other topics a little bit like merch by Amazon, private label, wholesale, how and where to get free information, and maybe when you should pay for information, just things that everybody who's new to the game should know and understand. If you're in the chat, thank you very much for showing up. I appreciate you guys so much. If you guys have a question and you want to call in, I will take questions on today's show. So whatever your question is, if you think I can help you with it, whether it's eBay related, Amazon related, social media related, whatever it is, merch by Amazon, just give me a call. The number is 209-83 Reezy, and I will answer that. What's up, Alexander? Yay, how you doing? What's up, Red Rocket Resells, Treasure Hustlers, Cindy Y, Brian Fisher, Alan Thompson. What's up, guys? So super grateful to have you guys all here. First off, it's textbook season right now. So if you sell books, you should be seeing an increased volume of sales right now because it is time for students to buy books for second semester. And that obviously the increased search volume on Amazon, people pick up other books while they're there, non-academic books, but of course textbooks. So you should be having some good sales days. Let me see what I'm having a good sales day myself. Obviously not as good as around Christmas time. Let me see if I can get the camera to focus on my seller app, and I'll show you guys. Can you see it? Can I see it? I can't see it. I'm blocking my own view. Let me see. Focus, guys, focus. There we go. 36 on the low side of 3,600 for today's sales. It's 7 p.m. California time. Amazon's day will end in 5 hours, so I don't expect that to go up too much higher. A lot of the buying volume is in the beginning of the day, but that's really great. If you follow me, you know I don't always sell $3,000 worth of stuff a day, or not even over 2,000 every day. But during textbook season, which is August, September, and late December and January, I do really well, comparable to toy sales during Q4, which is great. So don't think I sell that every day. I definitely have days where I don't even sell $1,000 a day, and still able to do a good business. Recap wise, what we did, sad to report actually that my business had little to no growth. We did 833,000 for 2016, and for 2017 we did just under 870,000. So basically little to no growth. I attribute that to me and my business partner being distracted a lot this year. Obviously, I did a bunch of traveling. We didn't have our heads in the game as much as it should have been, so we did not hit the numbers that we hoped to hit. But that's okay because we have a plan for 2018. I'm not even used to saying it. 20 great teen to hit 3 to 5 million. So we got a lot of stuff in play, and we're gonna get to it. Sorry about the long rant. I'm just freestyling like I always do. So just glad to get you guys here on the show. And if you have any questions, please put out all caps question or call in 209-83 Reezy. Shout out to Michael Miranda, sold his first book today. Good job, Michael. Way to go. You must be following the hustle. So here we go. Let me get into this. So if you guys are I get this question a lot, how I just found you. I just started following you. How do I get into reselling? Should I do Amazon? Should I do eBay? What should I do? And the answer is both. The thing with Amazon is usually a little bit more expensive, right? So the things that you're going to sell on Amazon are going to cost you more to sell unless you're selling books. So first things first, sign up for an Amazon account, sign up for an eBay account, understand how to use the platforms, how to use the apps. Do you need to get a seller app when you first start selling on Amazon? No, you don't. You can get by using the Amazon seller app. It's free. Download it. It's separate from the buying app. Obviously, you need an Amazon account. How much does an Amazon account cost? It's free. You don't have to pay anything to sell on. Fine. You are actually making 40 sales a month. You shouldn't be worried about that. So, um, otherwise, it's $40 a month to be a pro merchant, and they take that dollar off. So, um, for Amazon and eBay, you want to get the eBay app. Also, learn how to search completed sales on eBay. This is how you're going to find out if the item you're looking at is worth money, and also how to learn about other things, other valued items on eBay. Um, Let me look at my notes here. So, the problem that a lot of people have when they first start selling on Amazon or eBay is they don't have a lot of capital to get invested into the business. So, the first thing that you're going to want to do, whether you're selling on Amazon or eBay, is you're going to want to focus on low cost, high margin inventory. These are things that you can buy for very cheap and sell for a very high amount. So this is going to be yard sales, garage sales, flea markets, Craigslist, thrift stores. You can get stuff for cheap or relatively free. You can get stuff for free on Craigslist. Actually, they have a free section. You can find stuff that people wanted to get rid of for free, and you could sell it back on Craigslist, or you can sell it on eBay and you can make money. The next thing on the list is obviously I spoke about what tools are you going to use. You're not going to need any tools. If you're selling books, use the seller app. What are you going to package your books in? Package them in brown paper bags. If you don't want to spend any money, you can use brown paper bags. Just cut them, wrap the books, mail it media mail. If you have a little bit of money to invest in shipping supplies, you can get poly mailers, you can get bubble mailers. Um, for eBay, obviously, you're gonna have to have. You need a little bit. You need a scale. You need a postal scale for weighing stuff, right? For postage. I mean, I guess you don't. You can weigh it and buy your postage, wait in line at the post office and print your postage there. But the main thing you're going to want to do is just get familiar with the platform. So get the Amazon seller app, get the eBay app, scan and look up the value of everything in your house that you don't need anymore, and determine what stuff you can get rid of while also learning how to use the apps. This is called shopping your house, right? And then you can liquidate these items to get a return, but most importantly, to learn stuff, because you're going to make a lot of mistakes. And that's important, because failing and mistakes, that's how you learn. That's how you succeed, right? Failure begets success, or whatever. I don't know how to say that right. But, anyways, the more times you fail, the more likely you are to succeed, because you're going to learn what not to do and you're going to be able to grow on that. So, you want to fail for cheap, which means low cost inventory. You don't want to start investing into expensive stuff only to realize you made a huge mistake and now you're stuck with something you bought for $100 to only make $12, etc. So you want low cost, high margin stuff. Um, and you just want to bootstrap it, guys. You don't need to invest a lot of money. And if you are going to invest, make sure you're investing in things that are saving you time, right? So if it's not saving you time that you're going to use to make more money, then don't do it. Just invest in saving your time and saving your money into other stuff. Let me go over to the chat and see if we have any questions on the chat real quick. Let's see if we got any questions on the chat. Someone had a question I saw. Let's see. If you guys want to just tap the like button so gently, that would be amazing. Megan says, question, what are your goals for 2018? You've done books. I know merch. You got started on last year and Q4 was great. So what's next for Reezy? Private label. I'm actually looking into private label this year. I might look into wholesale. We're going to push shoes really, really hard. We're going to hire up a few sourcers that work outside of our area. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Just going to go as hard as possible on the things that we know. We're going to continue forward with the merch by Amazon and the Etsy integration with Printful and try to get those numbers that we are hoping for. Let me see if I can get. It's a little noisy in here. Hold on a second. 1 second, guys. I just got to send my wife a message. Okay, so let's see. Shout out to David Wheeler, Raymond Cloud. David H. Wheeler has a question. Is 500 a good start for FBA? Definitely a good start. I started my business with $5, and then once I realized what I was doing and how I would need a little bit more cash, 500 is basically approximately what we started with. I mean, I'd already started, but it's what allowed me to grow it a little bit faster than having to wait for my 5 to turn into 10 and 10 to turn into 20, etc. L&J Production says, question, 35 items currently listed on eBay and add daily, 30% drop ship, and the others are all stored in the garage. Lots of views, not many sales. Should I get a store so I can promote listings? I think that's a great idea, that you should definitely promote your listings, but I'm not a huge eBay seller. I mean, I started on eBay, but I'm pretty much out of touch with eBay. So I recommend contacting someone else who has expertise on eBay to make that decision, but I don't think it would hurt. You're definitely going to get more views, and maybe maybe your prices are high, or your titles aren't great, or your photos aren't great. There's a lot of different stuff. David H. Wheeler says, is it better to use FBA merchant fulfilled? If you have the time and if you are making more money, I recommend doing merchant fulfilled. If you don't have the time, don't do it. But there's a whole slew of books and low cost items now that you can make more money selling merchant fulfilled, just because the fees are so high for FBA. Let's see. Someone asked if I follow Gary Vee. Definitely do. Gary Vee got me in the social media game. Let's see. Just going through the questions. Do you have experience with Alibaba? Very little, but it's a place where you can buy products to private label from China, similar to DHgate. That's another website that you could check out. And a lot of people are doing drop shipping to Shopify, like with Oberlo integration to Alibaba. I know some few people having good success with that. And a lot of people ask me like why I don't do this, why I don't do wholesale, why I don't do private label or whatever. And it comes down to focus, right? I have a book business. We have employees. You can't do a million things at once. You know, you can't be jack of all trades, master of none. You know what I mean? I'm not going to say I've mastered it, but I'm pretty deep entrenched into the book business. So I can't just leave it and go do something else, you know? Can't just do everything at once. So I recommend focusing heavily on one thing at a time and then outsourcing it as much as possible before you move on to the next thing. Let's see. Gently tap the like button. Thank you. Stroke the like button. Pause. Where can I go to enter a product for Amazon that will give me solid key search words? I want to increase my overall visibility. That is a good question for like Matt Loberstein or Joshua Crisp, both successful private label sellers who I've had on my show before. I wish I remembered the name. I think Sonar is the name of a good Amazon keyword site, and it's free. I believe also Merchant Words. Don't quote me on that because I'm not a private label seller, but just go check those things out. Just do a quick Google for Amazon keyword tool, and I'm sure you should be able to find something out. Have you ever bought product via liquidation sites? I just ordered from bulk. Have you used them? No, I haven't, but I know other people have. and they seem to have good success, especially when you can look at the manifest of the order before you purchase it. Jackie Artie, is there going to be another reseller meetup this year in Cali? Yes, there is, Jackie. So coming up on the end of this month, I'm speaking at RJ Martinez Merch by Amazon event. It's called Merchella Conference. It's in LA. It's on the 26th. It's sold out. You can buy the videos or whatever, but there is a very important reseller networking meetup the night before. So Thursday, the 25th at 6:30 p.m., Hustler Hacks is hosting a meetup at Shakey's Pizza at 6:30 p.m. I'm assuming it must be in that. I don't know if there's more than one Shakey's or whatever, but if you need more information, go check out Glenn, aka Hustler Hacks, Instagram, and you'll see the flyer or whatever. But I'll be there. My wife will be there, and I think 50 other resellers will be there. Probably everybody who's in LA already for the Merchella event the next day will be there. So if you are anywhere near Southern California on the 25th of this month, it's currently January 2018. I highly recommend that you make it down there so that you can network with other Merch by Amazon sellers or other Amazon sellers. So it's a Merch by Amazon event, but a lot of people that do Merch by Amazon also do other Amazon business models. So questions answered from people that have already made all the mistakes that. How many books do you have listed on Amazon? 15,000 currently. I had 30,000 as short as 6 months ago, and we trashed a ton of them when Amazon was doing the free book removal period. James says, do you recommend FBA scan if only live mode available in Canada, so no database mode? Got a Bluetooth scanner, but still using the Amazon seller app. Yes, you should definitely use FBA scan live mode. If whatever you're using, if they support the country that you're in, I'm out of touch with what countries are supported with what software, then you should definitely use it. Sorry if the signal seems to be dropping out a little bit. I'm not sure about it on my end, but I am seeing the replay do weird things. So I'm sorry about that, guys. Whatever tool that you have available, you should use it, because especially if you're selling books, if you're not selling books, guys, scanning speed is not so important. A lot of people that don't sell books just use the Amazon seller app, or they use Scoutify or whatever, and they use their camera. It's not so important to scan really fast if you're not scanning books, which are 90% trash. Alexander Ye is in Canada, so you might want to listen to him. Live mode will obviously take a while for each single book, but what database mode is available for you guys in Canada, Alexander? Let me know. Mr. Chad Gerald said he sold 374 books today. I told you guys it was textbook season. It's textbook season. Let's see if we got any more. How do you bundle a box set of DVDs? When I got them at a library sale, the set only had a rubber band holding it together. I feel like that won't fly in an FBA shipment. I recommend you wrapping it in saran wrap and then taping the saran wrap on so that it doesn't fall off, and then putting the FBA label on the outside. Let's see. If you sell mostly books, how do you deal with the off period? So we just trudge along through it. I buy a lot of books online. So during the off season for books, which is not the 4 months that I mentioned, book prices go down a lot. And that's when I buy a lot of textbooks online using eFlip software. And then we hold them and we ship them in to sell them during the time that it's good again. So there's a link for a 10-day free trial for eFlip down there in the description. Go check that out. Let me see. We need another NorCal meetup. Did you miss the last one? And a suffocation warning. I don't know if you need to put a suffocation warning when you saran wrap stuff. If you're supposed to, that's news to me. I don't do it myself. But you can buy suffocation warning stickers for cheap. You can print them off yourself. I think you're supposed to put 3 if you do use it on separate sides of something. Cindy says, question, what is the best Bluetooth scanner? In my opinion, the best Bluetooth scanner is the Opticon series, the 2006, 2004, 2002, OPN 2002, OPN 2006. I might be getting the number of the model wrong. I'm not so familiar with the later models because the 2002 lasts forever and it's good. Those are the best in my opinion. The battery lasts the longest. The button is the strongest. It's the most sturdiest. And then the other one, which is a close second, and this is just my opinion, is the Comtac scanner, the KDC 200i model. It's a little bit of a worse build quality. Like if you dropped it, I would be afraid it would just bust open and shatter. The button sucks, which means you have to press it a bazillion times, but it's easier to connect to your phone. And it has one feature that I like, which is when you press the button, the laser stays emitting from the scanner for like 5 seconds versus the Opticon scanner where you have to actually press and hold the button down to get it to scan. Let's see. Alexander said, so far, no database mode. Scout IQ says they are going to support Canadian database. Definitely. That would be great. Scout IQ is great just because Caleb Roth, the creator of Scout IQ, still makes a majority of his full-time income from selling books. So he knows what he wants, and that means he knows what we want and need. So he's in touch with it. The people who own FBA Scan, they don't sell books. Upscale Sales says, Reezy, what have you been working on the past few weeks? My tan. I've been in Hawaii for the last couple weeks. It's where I got this cool hat. But obviously, I'm still supremely white, so I didn't work on my tan enough. But back to the moral at hand, guys. Just start. If you want to start selling on Amazon and eBay, just start. Don't wait for me to tell you what to do or for someone else to tell you what to do. Let's take this question real quick. Hey, you're live on episode number 43 of Reezy Talks. Who's this?
Hey, Reezy, this is Megan Flavia.
Hey, Megan. How are you?
I'm doing good. I was just calling you just to let you know that I just really want to thank you for just all the content that you put out there. And I spoke to you about 2 months ago, I think, before I started.
And how's it going?
It's not going like where I want it to be, and not because it doesn't, it's not because Amazon doesn't work. It's just I'm a stay-at-home mom, and I don't know if you remember this, but I'm a stay-at-home mom, and my husband is away a lot, and so it's been kind of difficult to navigate through, with my kids and the business, but I'm figuring it out. I think 2018 is like the year for me to to figure it out.
Yeah, it is definitely.
I've kind of navigated through certain things that work for me and that don't work for me. So that's like kind of what I'm going through now. But I'm really enjoying it. Like, I would not go back to just being a stay-at-home mom.
Well, that's awesome.
Yeah, and I really do want to thank you for everything. And I actually did do Jim Pickens' course that you have there on your website, and that really did help me a lot too.
Yeah, that's probably the best book selling course out there. And I told him many times, yeah. I'm like, dude, you can't sell this for $100. This is way too cheap. And
I mean, and for $97, I mean, the information that he has is crazy. So I've learned a lot through him, and I've actually met people through like your Facebook group that I've become really close with.
Nice.
And like, yeah, we talk all, like, especially with this one person that I talk to all the time. We literally talk every day, and we bounce off ideas, from each other, all the time.
That's so awesome. Everybody should have a few of those people.
Yeah, and I've had that. So I've been very fortunate. And yeah, I'm just going. I don't know. I'm trying to figure it out. I'm trying.
Yeah.
It's hard.
You'll figure it out. Do you want to give a shout out to that special person from the Facebook group?
No, because we kind of, he's kind of like, he's doing great. Like this guy, I'm telling you, this guy is the person you got to watch out for this year.
Awesome.
All I'm saying.
How am I gonna know who to watch out for if you won't tell me?
Oh, he's gonna put it up here, but he's kind of like laying low, for right now. So I don't want to put him in the spot. And then he's gonna be like, yeah, what are you doing?
Awesome. Hey, well, I'm really glad that I was able to help you out and that things are going well for you. And I wish you nothing but success for 2018.
Well, thank you. I've been watching all your shows since I started every Monday. I don't miss it.
Awesome. Yeah, I'm sorry I missed 2 Mondays. I was on vacation. I'm back now.
Oh, no. No worries. We were all on vacation, so no worries.
Oh, okay, good.
All right, take care.
You too, Megan. Have a good year.
All right, you too.
Bye. All right, well, I appreciate Megan calling in and telling me thank you. I'm sorry I didn't really get any questions out of that for you guys, but one thing that did come out of that call that I think is very important is that she said that she has someone that she messages every single day almost through Facebook, and they can help each other with their business back and forth. I think that's very important. Everybody should have someone that they can talk to daily about their business. I have a lot of people that I talk to. I probably have 5 or 10 little groups on Facebook Messenger with different, 3 different people on each one. And we all talk to each other and bounce ideas off of each other. And that's very integral to growth, to having new ideas, to if you do retail arbitrage and online arbitrage, to find items. You can share items with each other. So you share an item, they share an item. Now you have, 2 items for every one that you have, you doubled it, right? If there's 3 people in the group, you tripled it, right? So it's very helpful. You guys can be like a hive mind, like the Borg off Star Trek. I don't know if you guys are as nerdy as I am, but if you are, that will make sense. And Facebook is a really good place to do that, right? Because a lot of people are on their desktop, Facebook Messenger desktop. You can just, find people on there. Facebook is a huge time suck, but if you're in groups on Facebook and if you have little networking pods of people, that's how you can really get an advantage off of Facebook. Let me see if we have any more questions on here. All right, guys. So real quick, I know I talked about how you can get started selling on eBay and Amazon, and it's really simple. Just start, just follow Nike's advice and just do it. Download the app, get going. Don't wait for me to tell you how to do it or for anybody else to tell you how to do it. You need to learn, right? And so you're going to learn by doing. At least me, I could read a thing or watch a video, but I don't really learn until I do it, right? And so if you're going to do it, you might as well take advantage of all the free information that's available. Obviously, we have Google, right, guys? So anything you need to know, you can Google it. You can find the answer. 99.99% of everything you see in anybody's YouTube videos, you could find the answer on Google. It's already been answered, right? And in my opinion, it's faster to read an answer than it is to watch a whole video. And real quick, back to the whole bootstrapping with eBay thing. Just use your phone, guys. Use the eBay seller app. Use whatever lighting you have, natural lighting, white wall in your house, thumbtack some clothing on the wall, whatever. Photo with your phone, just get it done. You don't need special lights. You don't need a special camera. What you need to do is get items for cheap and list them and make money and continue to grow your investment fund that you can fund into more items to selling on eBay. MM says, where's the best place to find bag sales for books? That's going to be booksalefinder.com. Everybody who is watching this should sign up for booksalefinder.com. Richard Trang asked me if I'll have any more scanners in stock. No, I don't have any in stock right now, but if you go to eBay, they have a bunch of KDCs for $69.99 right now, which is a great deal. Just Jock asked, what paid tools do I use for merch? I only use a couple things for merch. I use Merch Informer, which is $20 a month. I have a link down below that you guys can use to sign up for Merch Informer. That helps me find designs to make. And then I use Merch Lister Pro, I believe is called. It's like a highly evolved form of text expansion that will select all the colors for your shirts and fill out an entire merch listing with just a couple keystrokes. And that saves me. That's how I'm able to upload 20 or 40 shirts. I can only do 20 uploads a day, but if I'm doing it around midnight, I'll do 20 before midnight and then 20 after midnight. And it'll probably take me about 30 minutes to upload 40 shirts, provided I'm using Merch Lister and I'm listing stuff that's in the same niche that allows me to list things rapidly without changing a lot of stuff. Let's see. Okay, so this is the end of the thing. I'm going to cap it off with how you can get started on eBay and Amazon utilizing free information. I'm going to give you guys a huge list of sellers that you can follow that are going to help you guys out. Honestly, this should probably be its own video. This will be like the ultimate follow Friday for resellers. So here we go, guys. Some people that you should follow that can help you make more money on eBay and Amazon. And some of these people are more active on Instagram than they are on YouTube. So make sure you check both places. If I miss some people, I apologize. I don't know everybody. I don't watch a lot of YouTube or consume a lot of content. I'm mostly on Instagram. So if you feel like you should have been on this list and you weren't, it's probably just because we haven't crossed paths. Maybe because you're not that active on Instagram. I don't know what the deal is. It doesn't mean that they aren't people that you should watch. It just means that I don't know who they are, and I can't honestly shout out people that I don't know who they are and tell you to follow them. So let me get to this list without further ado. I just saw someone else pop up on my notification, and that had me add another person. So here we go, guys. We got Hustle at Home Mom. We got Emma, just another seller. Bonafide Hustler. Wade's Ventures. The Posh Hanger. Over in UK, we got the JC Files and the Book Picker. We got Flip a Dollar. We got Flip a Dollar. We got Hustler Hacks, States Place, Craigslist Hunter, Golden Finger Picker, Vogue Squared, RJ Martinez, Merch Empire. These are going to be merch by Amazon dudes. Rockstar Flipper, Rally Roots, Resell Rabbit, Rake and Profit, Side Hustle Pros, The Hustle Bee, Rules for Rebels. Great channel to follow, especially because he doesn't do just reselling content. So he's nice variety of stuff. Heart Pickers, Flip a Dollar, Merch Elephant, OSS Empire, FBA Hustle, Paul Cantu, because everyone needs to laugh once in a while. Plus, if you don't know about that style of stuff that he sells, you can obviously see that stuff and learn. Lindy Glenn, Watch Me Amazon, Jay Crisp, Joshua Crisp, Matt Loberstein, and I think that's it. Let me see. One recommendation I have for podcasts is going to be the AM PM podcast with Manny Coates. That's huge. Yeah, I think I went through those really fast. There's a lot of people. So if you guys know anybody that I should have shouted out that's not on the list, please comment their name down below in the comments, not in the chat in the live show, but after the video gets posted to YouTube. And then while you're commenting down below, make sure you thumbs up any of the other comments that other people have made of YouTube resellers that you think should have been on the list. That way we can get some kind of like community validation. So it's like one person shouted someone out, but 5 other people thumbsed it up, which will add more validation to it. Because I don't want to just be having people that are shouting out their own channels or whatever. And but I do want to make sure that you guys know about as many different people that are out there to help you change your life through e-commerce or through private label, wholesale, whatever it is. So let's do this together as a community effort to get it going. And just like as a side note, what I want to end off with is that and one of my biggest mistakes that I made as a reseller was I didn't get outside of my comfort zone enough times or early enough. So I sold books, only books, for over 10 years. I've been selling on Amazon full time for 13 years, and I only sold books, right? And so that did me a huge disservice because I could have sold and been more profitable in a lot of other categories. I mean, I obviously also learned about books a lot, but as soon as I started doing social media, I started meeting other sellers and I started learning about other business models that I could have been doing. And so I highly recommend you looking into different business models than the one that you just do. There might be ones that are better for you, that might fit your lifestyle better, that might give you more time, that might help you make more money, that might be more fun for you. And those are very important things. Um, Obviously, if you are limited with capital, you can't just jump into private label or wholesale. So you're probably going to have to do retail arbitrage of some sort, thrifting, etc., used clothing, any of these low cost, high margin items. But start investing at least time into researching other stuff like private label and wholesale, and looking to those people that can give you that type of guidance, because some things require less time, less running around. They're more sustainable. Obviously, there's more upfront work in these things like retail arbitrage. You can just go get stuff and list it and sell it and get the money and then do it again. But don't discount other business models and invest some of the profit that you get from doing your retail arbitrage into maybe buying an information course that will help you, or spending time to research more, or just trying out private label one product at a time, or get a couple wholesale accounts or try something out. And if you have any questions about any of this stuff, feel free to comment down below or contact any of the people that I mentioned on my channel. And generally, people will be extremely helpful. Some people are going to be easier to reach on Facebook. Some people will be easier to reach on Instagram. A few people might be easier to reach on Twitter. Um, and also, of course, you can comment on people's YouTube videos and ask them questions. I don't know about everyone else, but I answer all my YouTube comments. If you ask me a question, I will respond. So, yeah, just know that there's a lot of ways to do this, and there's a lot of people that are out there willing to help you. So, there's no reason why you shouldn't be able to succeed in this business. And I really want you to, because it changed my life, right? My last job, I worked at a skate shop 13 years ago, making $18,000 a year take home. That's the highest paid I have ever been, ever. And now I work for myself and pay myself 75,000 a year. So I'm not rich, especially because I live in California, but I own my time. I'm controlling my own lifestyle. I get to do what I want to do. I'm providing a lifestyle for my family that's much better than the lifestyle that I had growing up. And for me, that's a huge win. And I want you guys to have that opportunity too. So thank you for watching, guys. And just remember, if you ain't flipping, you slipping.